Soviet cook was cooking for the soldiers. Suddenly, a German Panzer III tank came from a distance. When he saw it, he was so frightened that he rushed to hide under the dirt slope. But the tank didn't even look closely and fired indiscriminately at the camp. After confirming that it was safe, the tank drove forward and deliberately knocked over the dining car, destroying all the food he had worked so hard to prepare. The cook saw this and lost his mind. He grabbed an axe and charged. The cook jumped up to the top of the tank and slashed at the hatch. The tank driver was terrified and looked around but couldn't see anyone. The German soldiers could only fire their machine guns as the cooks continued to slam the doors. This angered the cook. He raised his axe and chopped hard, and actually bent the muzzle of the machine gun. At this point, the German soldiers in the tank realized that someone in the tank. They tried to speed up to throw him down. Seeing this, the cook hurriedly took off his apron to cover the tank's periscope and tore off his shirt sleeve to cover the other observation port. Without vision, the tank instantly lost control and crashed straight into a military tent, completely immobilized. In order to break down the Germans' psychological defenses, the cooks intentionally created heavy footsteps, axe crashes, and ear-splitting shouts. It made it sound to the Germans as if the entire Soviet army was charging. He also lit some hay and stuffed it into the tent, and the smoke soon burrowed into the tank. With this kind of interference, the German soldiers in the tank completely panicked, thinking they were surrounded. So they opened the hatches and came out obediently to surrender. The Soviet cook even threatened the Germans to throw away all their weapons. Then he pulled out a rope and told the prisoners to tie themselves up. When the German soldiers turned around, they were shocked to find that the one who had captured them and seized the tanks was only a cook. Not long after, the Soviet soldiers out on patrol returned to the camp, saw the German tanks, thought the enemy launched an attack, immediately lying down into a combat position. But the commander probed, but only to see the cook soldier holding up his gun and shouting, "Come on, brothers, the meal is ready." The soldiers walked into the camp only to see German sausages already on the table, a German tank parked next to it, and 4 prisoners tied up on the ground.